Here's a basic rundown of how computers work, and also most game consoles and other electronics since they're all basically the same thing. Everything that has to do with computers starts within the power supply. For mobile devices like your newfangled Nintendo Switch 2s or 15-year-old gaming laptops that can't hold a charge for longer than 10 minutes, use lithium-ion batteries, whilst desktop computers and home consoles use dedicated hardware that plugs straight into the wall. The power supply plugs straight into the motherboard, which upholds communication between all other components and may host certain features like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and audio interfaces. The CPU, or Central Processing Unit, is often called the brain of the computer, but I find this comparison a little unhelpful when you stop to think that the entire computer could be viewed as a brain. The CPU handles complex calculations that are required for the PC and its programs to function. Most Office Space desktops tend to use CPUs made by Intel. However, gamers nowadays tend to gravitate more towards AMD CPUs for its insane price to performance ratio and, frankly, stability over the more recent high-end Intel processors. If you know, you know. The GPU, or Graphical Processing Unit, is a chip housed within the graphics card and handles a massive amount of simple calculations simultaneously to render graphics. RAM, or Random Access Memory, is able to store information for temporary use. Anything that is loaded onto RAM will be wiped off completely once the computer is turned off. And finally, storage refers to hardware that stores files to then be loaded onto RAM once needed by the computer. Hard drives with spinning disks on the inside were once the dominating storage medium, but solid-state drives offer much faster speeds that are needed for modern computing. If you didn't know the basic rundown before, then you should know it now and will no longer need a guide that says